Hi everyone, this is Mike Gordon. Welcome to part 1 of my perfect playthrough of Final Fantasy VI Advance. The girl takes point, and don't waste time on the riffraff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move. Nah, I don't feel like it. Let's head back. Jesper's gotta be here. Let's keep looking. Oh, alright. Before we begin, Terra goes to the 4th slot and everybody to the back row. Battle speed to 6, command settings to shortcut, cursor position to remember, and auto dash is turned on. Inventory's empty, but before I forget, let's remove the girl's mithril knife. First item in our inventory. Everything appears to be in order, let's go. First scripted battle is neither mandatory nor missable, but it wouldn't hurt to get now. Terra needs the experience anyways. The Empire's got no business here. Since we're gonna fight each scripted encounter, we might as well use each of our magic tech abilities. Let's start with Banisher. By the way, you can't run away from either the Silver Lobo or the upcoming Megalodots, so we might as well just kill it. Don't worry, we can't afford a bit of experience to the girl. So long as she doesn't level up prematurely. Imperial magic tech armor? Not even Narshe is safe anymore. Unlike Silver Lobo, it is possible to run away from the guards. As such, to avoid giving Terra any unnecessary experience, I'm going to wait for each character's gauge to fill up, and while Biggs and Wedge use their elemental beams, I'm going to buffer up Terra's escape. By the time the battle's over, she should be able to escape, leaving Biggs and Wedge with all the experience. Like clockwork. Biggs and Wedge also got to level up. That should come in handy later on. The next fixed encounter is both unique and missable, so we're going to go get it. For Narshe! We can skip this encounter altogether by walking around the center square from the right, but doing so means this formation is gone forever. If you want a perfect playthrough of this game, we got to go get it. Again, you can't run away from Silver Lobo, but you can afford to spare a bit of experience to the girl. Pardon the graphical glitches, I'm playing this on BizHog. Much better emulation quality and frame rate than Visual Boy Advance, especially during the Mode 7 sequences like during the opening credits, in case you haven't noticed. No music lag whatsoever. We get another battle immediately afterwards, but luckily it's against the same Guard 2 formation we just fought before, so the same strategy as before should apply. Escape buffer Terra while Biggs and Wedge are attacking. Since the ATB is set to wait, entering and exiting the Magitech menu over and over again ensures that only Terra will have the opportunity to escape when the battle ends. Again, like clockwork. And again, Biggs and Wedge get to level up. Final scripted battle is a pincer attack, with the Silver Lobo on the wrong side of a pincer. We got him trapped now! As such, in order to keep Terra from gaining any experience in this battle, we're going to have to kill the Silver Lobo as well as one of the guards. So long as there are no enemies left alive that can prevent an escape, you can still flee from battle. Escape buffering works differently this time around. This time we want to wait for both Biggs and Wedge to perform their action while keeping their ATB gauges low. Once the second enemy dies, exit out the menu and proceed to hold L and R to run away. Luckily, Terra got away from before either gauges filled up all the way. Just kill off the remaining enemy and we're good to go. That was the last enemy formation in this area, so now it's time to proceed north into the next area. There's only a single unskippable battle that we need to worry about. Defend the mines! Terra has more than enough experience points to spare, so let's just get rid of all 4 of these enemies at once with Bioblaster. Hopefully we get some item drops this time. So far we haven't got squat for drops. Megalodots have a shot at coughing up pie potions, which would be... Nope, guess it wasn't meant to be. Well, that sucks. It's not enough to kill a run, but usually at least one of these enemies give up something. According to our source, they unearthed the frozen Esper in a new mine shaft they were digging. This must be it. Now we want to make our way to the save point without getting into any random encounters. Again, if the encounter is red, it means we don't want to get it. At least not yet. We'll come back for them later, but for now, let's go through these tutorials. The gist is that you can save and use tents and sleeping bags at save points, and if you die, you will respawn at your last save. Since this game was not originally designed with the quick save feature in mind, we're going to exploit the hell out of this unique feature, reset our levels later on. Anyways, rearrange Terra back to the front row. Yep, got Jack for drops. Anyways, we're going to save our game and hard reset or reset the RNG. We want a fresh encounter table, one that gives us no encounters in this room, and only a single encounter up until, and hopefully beyond, the second save point. Though I'm using an emulator to speed this process up, don't get discouraged if you don't get the step count RNG that you want. Remember, if you run into a road formation listed at the bottom, just hard reset and try again. Eventually, you will get a favorable RNG pool. I'll handle this. Stand back! Oh yeah, a quick reminder. The numbers in the brackets down below is the formation C numbers. First number is group, second is formation number. We're not handing over the Esper. Ymir, get them! Okay, boss fight time. Hold it! This seems, they must have trained it to guard the mines. What are you talking about? You know what this is? Ever heard of a lightning whelk? It's a monster that absorbs lightning and stores the energy in its shell. Right. So whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Got it. Okay, the shell has 50,000 hit points, and though it is possible to kill and will drop an ether, though it is possible to kill both the shell and the head at the same time, that requires carefully keeping track of how much health they both have. And attacking the shell, Ymir will counterattack with Mega Volt, which could single shot Terra, the only character that can kill both at the same time. And it can do this 6 times before running out of MP. So really, it's not worth the hassle trying to kill them both at the same time. Sure, I'm playing on BizHawk, so this is doable. But right now, in general, you're better off just going for the head and the quick kill. It would take way too long to kill both at the same time anyways. Anyways, that's the first boss of the game. Bit of trivia here. Ymir's original name in the SNES version was Lightning Whelk, or just Whelk. Got the high potion, and now it's time to move on. And this run, the formations have changed, and yep, we got the one battle formation that we wanted to get, that being Bandit Spritzer. It's the most common encounter in the room, obviously, but it's also the only one that we care about at this point in time. And I'm basically, trying to buff for the ATB so I could have Terra escape. Although keeping both Biggs and Wedge on the field at the same time is no longer an issue because they're about to both die right here and now. So, this is the Frozen Esper? Huh, interesting. And no formations for a while. This thing's giving me the creeps. Something's not right. The frozen creature begins emitting an eerie light. Where's that light coming from? Ah! What was that? Wedge? Wedge, where are you? Hey! What's going on? Spoiler alert, they were both turned into sleeping bags and added into our inventory. No, seriously, that's what happens. They're pretty much dead at this point in time. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Killing any part of Ymir will kill both parts and add them to your bestiary. So killing them both at the same time is not required 100% of your bestiary. Anyways, after waking up inside a strange man's house, nothing suspicious about that. Definitely not suspicious. The first thing we should do is raid his clock for a hidden elixir, which is a perfectly normal place to hold such a valuable item in. At least in Final Fantasy VI. Just checking my items here. See? Sleeping bags and Wedge became sleeping bags. Where am I? My, I just removed the crown. You didn't drug me, did you? My head hurts. Yeah, you drugged me, alright. Sicko. Easy there, this is a slave crown. The others are using it to control you. Uh-huh, sure. It was robbing you of your thoughts. Make it so you do whatever they told you. Okay, sure, whatever. Can't remember a thing. Are you sure this man's not suspicious? Don't worry, it'll all come back to you. In time, that is. I probably don't want any of this to come back to me. Not at all. Mysterious young woman, born with the gift of magic and enslaved by the Gestalian Empire. So, this is our first character of the game, Terra. I've already counted her as such. So, as a character, so, my name is Terra. Impressive! I've never heard of anyone recovering so fast. You must be made of tougher stuff than most. Huh, okay. So, maybe he isn't such a bad guy, but why are the doors locked? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I forgot we killed some of our men. Open up! We're here for the Magitech armor pilot! Yep, we killed some of their men when we were brainwashed. Open this door right now and hand over that girl. She's an agent of the Empire. Empire? Magitech armor? There's no time to explain. You need to get out of here. These fools aren't going to listen to reason. This way, quickly. So that explains the locked doors, so maybe he was telling the truth. But let's... Yep, we probably should not be going out that way. Spoiler alert, we can't go out that way. Make your way out of town through the mines. I'll try to buy you some time. Okay, so he's actually letting us go. So, up there! Uh-oh. We better get entirely out of here. Anyways, the encounters here are the same as in the previous cave with the frozen Esper, so, hopefully we get nothing or at least Bandit Spritzer. Well, at least we made a save point, so, we're just gonna save over that and, buffer it. Hopefully, we will either just get the same encounter we got before, or none at all. It actually is possible to make it through this entire section without getting to a single encounter, but it's very rare and very, very difficult. And don't worry if you take a bit of damage at any point in time running away from this. She will not be. We will heal up real soon and for free, no less. another round count, but luckily we are really, really lucky. No hard resets required here. There she is! Uh-oh, we are completely surrounded. Do we have to fight these guys? Oh. How convenient. And, because oh yeah, I forgot. The items in red, they will become something different later on, so we're best to ignore them. My sweet little magic user. At the slave crown, you'll be all mine. You'll be all mine. Sorry, I can't do the Joker laugh. No, I have no idea how Mark Hamill does it. But how many of you just imagine Mark Hamill's Joker coming out of Kefka's mouth? I suppose Kefka's voice is supposed to be high-pitched. By the way, this doesn't count for Jack, not for battle formations or anything. Whee! Good God! Burn them up to a crisp! Oh boy. Give that one a try. Soldiers of the Empire! We stand at the dawn of a new age! The lost power of magic has returned to us! We are the chosen ones! The time has come for us to claim our rightful dominion over the world! Nothing shall stand in our way! Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gashtal! Hurrah! 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 Man, a lot of energy put into that. Feeling about to go down with bronchitis there. Anyways, here comes my avatar. In case you were all wondering, my favorite character in the game. Took you long enough. Busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume? A treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler, searching the world over for relics of the past. Look at his trigger face right there, it's priceless. Anyways, this is Locke, our second character. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Ha, semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Sure there is, that's why you have the steal command. Anyway, is there something you need me to do? There is indeed. I met the girl. You don't mean... You mean the witch? That's what you called her in the original. City guard is pursuing her as we speak. The city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, but won't use it. The people are just too stubbornly independent to join an underground resistance group like the Returners. Probably a jolly group of bunch. I tried to explain that the Empire was controlling the girl, but they wouldn't even listen. Because brainwashing is hard to swallow. Alright, so you want me to get her out of Narshe? And Terra kill a bunch of their guys. That would be the idea. Make your way to Figaro for the time being. And that's probably gonna have some drastic consequences later on. I'm sure they would love to join our group after we just butchered their men. So now we've got her. And here's our first party switching scenario. Wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. Let's come on. Moogles, are you saying you want to help? Yeah, I'm waiting way too long for this part. Come on! Anyways, our objective here is to protect Terra from these guys. You can't get a game over by wiping out, but if they reach Terra, you will get a game over and will start over from your last save. Well, technically you don't get game overs in Final Fantasy VI, you just spawn back in your previous save. Anyways, first thing we want to do is get Locke into position. We want to position him right here. And we want to put Magra in the back row because, as you can see, she has a long-range weapon. And oh yeah, we want to give Locke the mithril knife that we took off of Terra. We don't want to give him the shield yet, though we don't have one to give him. Now we want to switch to Mog, use select, and put Malulu and Mugwul in the back row, because they also have long-range weapons. And we want to put Mogsy's group, and actually we want to take out this guy before anything bad were to happen. Spoiler alert, probably nothing since he would have gone up, but it's been a while since I played the game. Anyways, Megalodon's silver logo can be skipped, but this is the only place in the entire game that they will appear. So this is a battle formation we absolutely need to get if we want 100% completion. So we want to move Walk out of the way, and then Mogsy's team. By the way, I have not moved Cosmog in the back row even though he has a long-range weapon. At least not yet, I just haven't had the time. I've actually gotten really good RNG. Hey look, a high potion. Well, aside from the item drops, that one notwithstanding, I've gotten really good RNG with these battles. The Megalodots haven't used their special attack, which could actually pack a wall up and make these battles take longer. But these were going by really quick. Alright, we want to put Mogsy in position. And we want to get Locke out of the way. Oh, almost forgot. You need to put Cosmog in the back row. Well, it wouldn't really matter because they'd only get into one more fight. Anyways, here's Mog's team finally getting some action. And we're going to take out the Megalodots really quickly. And Mog's about to learn his first dance. I will update the chart on the left later. Anyways, I'm going to move Walk into position. And I'm going to bring Mog's team to take out the remaining enemy on his flank. And see, I learned my first dance. This is pretty much a dead giveaway that Mog is not a temporary party member like Big Swedge or the rest of the Moogles. And oh yeah, I want to remove Mog's equipment since I won't be using him anymore. That is all but confirmation that he's supposed to be a permanent party member, but we haven't named him yet, so that's peculiar, actually. So we're taking out the last enemy. By the way, all 6 of those enemies actually provide us with some valuable gil, and always a chance of a potion or high potion drop. We only got a single high potion out of this, but that's fine. They have nothing that we can take off them. We can't touch their equipment. And checking the item count here, and yep, we're up 6, and we have 1 dance. Everything's in order. Let's start the boss fight. This is a mandatory encounter, but it's a very valuable one. It's a shame our best odds with getting the guard leader formation. I want to have Locke steal the first silver loaf before I kill him. And I actually got a potion out of that. Let's see if I can steal off this Garlobo. Nope. Anyways, after you steal from the first Lobo, whether you succeed or fail, doesn't matter. You proceed to the other Garlobo. And I actually got the Mithril Knife quickly enough, so I just want to steal the last potion from the last Silver Lobo before we head out. Kinda wish... The sad part is none of these enemies are attacking Locke. He doesn't have a shield, so he has no means of blocking. I want to be careful with how I attack Guard Leader because if I go in guns blazing, I could potentially kill this last Silver Lobo before I have the opportunity to steal from him. So now I stole from all the enemies, successfully on my ad. It's time to kill Locke so he doesn't gain any experience points. Kinda took a while before I realized that the reason why I couldn't toggle Locke himself was because you can't steal from yourself. Anyways, I killed the last enemy and Locke was denied some experience points. And that's it for this scenario. Let's hurry up. Thanks, Moogles. We're in your debt. Actually, believe it or not, in the SNES version, Locke was very reluctant to go along with Terra, and basically just did it because he had to. This was because Terra was basically a witch. He was still seen very much as an enemy, as a part of the Empire. So was doing this begrudgingly. This is kind of relevant in a bit later. And it's very, very subtle. Here he's much more neutral. Not as, you back with us now? Not as rough. You saved me. Save your thanks for the Moogles. Yeah, kind of dismissive right there. I can't remember a thing. It's like my mind's trapped in a fog. And I'm just holding on to that for a while. See? You lost your memory. Memory's kind of a big deal with Locke here. Mansa would come back eventually. So, you've got amnesia. Yeah, Locke, I know. Don't worry, I won't leave your side until your memory returns. The reason why I'm hesitating for so long is because, I'm not gonna up and advance someone just because they lost their memory. I actually record this section on a different day from the last section. Everything up to this point in time anyways. I'll keep you safe, I promise. And, now suddenly Locke is pretty chivalrous. It looks like we have to make our way out of Narshe, but, let's go pick some supplies up before we head out. Is that... Hey! I guess we are not welcome back in their town just yet. It's not safe here. We better hightail it south to Figaro. Well, so much for the opportunity to shop around. Not that we get much of any value yet. This is a school for the beginning adventurer. Despite all of our recent advances in technology, the outside world remains full of mysteries we know little about. Here we provide advice to travelers brave enough to face its many dangers. Bah. Trying to read that text really fast makes you kind of tongue-tied. Anyways, even though it's kind of automated, we are going to use the well anyway, even though we were already fully healed. And I almost realized that's the monster in the box we want to avoid. That contains a single silver lobo, and it will level up Terra, even if Locke was alive. So we want to skip that for now. And we don't want Locke to gain any experience anyway. So we are looting the other items, including the hidden ether, the sleeping bag, and this guy just keeps getting away. We pick up a potion. Now we get to make our way out. And as you can see, there are like 3 types of NPCs. NPCs that don't move at all, NPCs that move very slowly, NPCs that move at walking speed. Anyways, we want to walk to the back row. And enemies that basically bounce off the walls and never stop moving. So I want to give Terra the best equipment and then give Locke the buckler. I'm gonna save. And I'm actually got in the world map. We can take a few steps, save, take a few more steps, and I'm about to run into an encounter I don't want to run into. So I'm gonna save, buffer, hard reset, and I'm actually going to get a formation we want. The formations down below are just formations for the grasslands, for the Narshe region grasslands. And in the corner is the like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Now in the forest, those are the formations here. What we want is the one with the 2 leaf bunnies and the 1 dark wind. They're more common in the forest, but wherever we wind up getting them doesn't matter. We just want to get them and nothing else. Yeah, we don't want the 1 leaf bunny. We don't want the 2 and 2. Now we got it. We are entering the desert, and we want the one with both the samurai and the alacran. The one with 3 alacran down below is extremely rare, but I don't mind getting it. But the one we want is the one with the 2 alacran. And we want to move both Locke and Terra in the front row, and luckily Locke hadn't lost any health, but if we did, we just use a group here. We are going to save our game just in case. Halt. Oh, it's you. Proceed. Okay. Anyways, I recorded this on a different day from everything up to the guard leader boss battle, so my text timing is a little off. Anyways, I'm gonna loot the castles for all the items I can get right now. For the record, there are 20 items, treasures in total in Narshe and 10 in Figaro Castle. However, we do not have access to all those treasures, so we will have to come back later. And in both cases, we won't have access to all the treasures until the second half of the game. Until World Ruin. Let's talk to the king. You mean this young woman is... Yep, the Imperial Witch. You heard so much about. Who are you? Oh, my apologies. How rude of me to turn my back to a lady on our very first meeting. Yeah, you make Johnny Bravo look like James Bond. The young king of Figaro Castle, imperial ally and champion of the technological revolution. So, comparable to Thomas Edison, then. And that's our third party member, and he also comes with another item added to our inventory. I am Edgar, the king of Figaro. Surprised that someone like me knows a king? Yeah, I'm talking very lowly because it's very late at night. I just want to get this over and done with. But I'll catch you two later. So, you're an Imperial soldier, right? Don't worry, Figaro and the Empire are allies. Yeah, this lengthy delay is kind of the reason why All this takes a half hour for much less content to get through. Feel free to rest here for as long as you'd like. It's not in my blood to harm a lady. Yep, definitely makes Johnny Bravo look like James Bond. Why are you being so kind to me? Is it because of my abilities? At least Edgar's actually a pretty cool guy once you get to know him. I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. Yeah, definitely Johnny Bravo type here. Second, I'm dying to know if I'm your type. More like an extremely flamboyant Johnny Bravo. I guess your abilities would rank a distant third. Yeah, he doesn't even know what she's capable of. What's the matter? Guess my technique's getting a bit rusty. Nah, you just really suck at it. And Tara's really aloof about it. Suppose a normal girl would have felt something from those words. But not me. Yeah, I know, sucks, doesn't it? Now, once again, the bar at the bottom is just a blank black space, so any suggestions on what to put down there when there are no enemies to fight would be greatly appreciated. I'm thinking maybe some bonus tips and trivia would suffice. Anyways, since Tara took some damage, I decided to heal up. If Locke took damage, you have to do a cure-all before entering, because he had left your party. And here's some unique dialogue. Not too long ago, the king tried to hit on a High Priestess. Oh, did she ever let him have it? I'm sure he's made a pass or two at you already, hasn't he? And this counts towards story completion. Even though there are no markers keeping track, it's a character with a face portrait giving out unique dialogue. That is very missable. Anyways, we actually want to talk to the High Priestess. But first, Silas said he'd marry me when I got old enough. That is creepy. I mean, that is really creepy. Now, maybe he's just trying to be charming, but we have to talk to her for story progression. Edgar has a twin brother, you know. He was such a nice boy, always thinking of his family. And some really nice music coming up. One of my favorite tracks in the game. Edgar, what's wrong with Dad? Why is everyone talking about a successor? Timing's pretty good this time around, too. Are you blind? Haven't you seen how thin his face has become? What do you mean? Edgar! I think these are supposed to be Edgar and Sabin as children. Are you crying? But they never had the sprites for him. Edgar's twin brother, who traded the throne for his own freedom. And even though he doesn't join our party, that's our 4th character. And I'm not playing on Blitzes because he hasn't properly joined yet. But, yes, Sabin. I'm sure he's a fine young being by now. He was just a boy when he left, even smaller than his brother. I often wonder where he is now, and what he's doing. Oh, really? Please, tell me more. Edgar is simply unbelievable. Yeah, she changed her tune very quickly, here I see. Kind of funny the tonal whiplash this game has sometimes. But it's not a bad thing. But yeah, Edgar seems to hit on every girl, so now we have to head back to Edgar, and this NPC's unique. The king's brother was so disgusted by the succession that he fled the castle, never looking back. I've heard tell that the entire matter was settled by the flip of a coin. Huh, interesting. If only I was that bad. You need to talk to Edgar about this. Well, how do you like my castle? Edgar, there's someone from the Empire here to see you, sire. Kefka, no doubt. You actually have to talk to the Chancellor before Edgar shows back up in the throne room again. Not the Chancellor. Phooey! Emperor Gastel's stupid orders! Edgar, you pinhead! Why do you have to live out in the middle of a stinking desert? Because his ancestors built the castle there? These recon jobs are the pits. Ahem. There's sand on my boots. Demonstration that he's crazy, but I think he's just an idiot. Goes hand in hand. All gone, sir. Pathetic. Kefka, what in the world brings you out of my way? Hesitated too long, but the timing's much better here. Anyways, I want to swap out Edgar's equipment, keep him in the front row, by the way. Ethereal Spear, check. And still 11 items. Just double checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. Everything seems to be everything appears to be in order. So, we have to talk to the guards first before we can talk to Kefka. I hear you've been busy down south taking over a country or three. Just what is the Empire up to? That's none of your concern. You wouldn't be thinking of invading my kingdom next, would you? We have an alliance. An alliance? With this miserable little sandpit? Don't make us laugh. What brings Emperor Gastel's own court mage Kefka to my humble castle? A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she found refuge here. And why you want to look for her? This wouldn't have to do with that witch everyone's been whispering about, would it? In quotes, no less. Lies! She merely stole something of minor value. Is she here? Then why you want it? That's a tough one. There are more girls in here than grains of sand in the desert. Man couldn't possibly keep track of them all. That's a very awful lie. Oh, Edgar. You know you only stand to lose by trying to hide her from us. I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. I don't like the sound of that. Where's Terra? Take her to her room. I'd love to stay and chat, but the Chancellor and I need to do some planning now. Okay. Take being a king's and all tea and crumpets, if you'll excuse me. I honestly think the translation here could use a little work. Follow me. It's pretty much the void of life. Anyways, I'm just gonna outpace Locke here. It's actually impossible to outrun him in the SNES version, but here, because the dash is automatically on, it's easy peasy. You have Terra the Mithril Sword, not that she would use it. She is, at this point in time, a spellcaster first and foremost. So now we have to go in there and Locke somehow beat us to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you around like this without giving you a chance to rest. I'm Locke, right? Edgar told me about you. Is it true you're a thief? I actually forgot they hadn't introduced to each other properly. I'm a treasure hunter. On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. Truth is, he's collaborating with an underground resistance group called the Returners. I serve as their go-between. The old man you met in Narshe is one of us too. Support the Empire? But I'm an Imperial soldier. Not anymore. They were using you, that's all. Things are different now. I don't know what I should do. I don't know. Stop bitching. Whenever I try to think, it just makes my head hurt even worse. All that matters is that you make your own decisions from now on. Yeah, she has no agency. You don't have to think too hard right now. You'll know what you want to do when the time comes. Again, she has no agency. She pretty much just complains for a good chunk of the game and is just a plot device. But how will I know which choice is right? Not a favorite character in terms of characterization, but she's actually one of the best characters in the game in terms of combat. She's alright. I've seen better. At least she's not a Mary Sue. Ominous music. That's not a good sign. What the? The castle is on fire, it seems like, but we're out in the desert, so what's going on? It's the Empire, Kefka, What do you think you're doing? Bring me the girl now. Pardon the graphical glitch up there. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, enjoy the barbecue. I don't know what causes the glitch right up there. Castle's on fire. Fire, fire! Beavis and Butthead reference. It's probably just a graphical glitch as a result of BizHawk. Get her ready. Yes, sire. BizHawk emulates this game much better than Visual Boy Advance ever did. Had a change of heart? Seems I have no choice. Or perhaps I do. Oh my, the brave and noble king abandons his people to save his own skin. Oh. How really delightful. Jump. I hate doing that laugh. Alright, sink her into the sand. Anyways, the reason why I want all... Yahoo! The reason why I want all my characters in the front row is because the next boss spell is a back attack. Figaro dive mode engaged. Witness the glory of Figaro! Yeah, I figured. A castle being set on fire, the castle in the middle of the desert being set on fire, with a technological edge, I think something like this would have happened. That makes Kefka look like a fool. Which he technically is. Go, kill them! Now, hopefully, these Magitech armors, this boss fight leaves Terra alone and does not use Magitech laser on her, or too much on anyone. I hope I steal some high potions. They are a rare steal. Nope. Anyways, otherwise, Locke steals, Edgar uses auto crossbow, and Terra single targets fire. What's the matter, Edgar? What made you jump like that all of a sudden? Did you see what I saw? You did, right? Right? Yeah, this kid's really something, huh? Really something? That was magic! Magic! Magic? She used magic? Whisper. Terra? Your name was Terra, right? What exactly was that just now? I'm sorry, No, we should be apologizing. I didn't mean to make such a big deal out of it. Nor did I. It just surprised me. I mean, I've never actually seen magic before. Where did you... It doesn't matter, does it, Edgar? Terra can use magic, and we can't. That's all there is to it. Fact is, her magic could really help us right now. Thank you, Locke. Thank you, Edgar. And although you can get this cutscene in the Figaro Cave and in the South Figaro region, it's actually most ideal to get this cutscene now. You know, even if you just overpower everybody. And the reason for this is because it actually provides better context for the next scene. Because if you don't cast magic, they talk about her powers without the context that she actually has magic. So it gets kind of ridiculous. No high potions to steal, but at least I got both drops. Bravo, Figaro! Anyways, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Son of a sandworm! You'll pay for this! That was great. Were those bad people? I'm scared. Terra, there's someone we'd like you to meet. Like I told you before, we're members of the Returners. Would you be willing to meet our leader? Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. Magic? That Esper reacted to your magical powers. There's gotta be a relationship. I don't know any more than you do. These powers just come naturally to me. But no human is born with the powers you have. Oh boy. Forgive me. What should I do? The Empire will be coming after us. They want your powers for their own. If they get them, the world is done for. Terra, you want to understand your own powers, don't you? Now I think you should meet with Bannon. He may be able to help you find out more about why you have them. Please, Edgar's right. There's a cave just south of here that leads to South Figaro. Let's head in that direction. Yeah, that cutscene has no context whatsoever if you do not cast magic against the Magitech armor. So them talking about Terra like that makes no sense otherwise. Anyways, I'm gonna move everyone to the back row and save my game. And here's a bit of editing magic here. I actually powered off shortly after entering the cave. King Edgar, where are you headed, sire? Through the cave, and eastward to South Figaro. We'll then make for the return headquarters. Return to the castle and press Asawara along. Understand, sire? And right here is the edit. After a bad encounter right here, I basically decided to reset and try again. So I can get all the formations as quickly as possible. And this formation came really quickly, and it's actually fortunate I got this formation before I reached the healing springs. And that's automated, by the way. And shortly after, I got the other formation here. Every formation here is going to disappear very soon, so we actually want to get them all now. If you don't, those enemies and their formations will be gone forever. They don't, and only those formations, those rages, and those bestiary entries along with them. Alright, we're taking a bit of a beating here, so we want to get out of here. The Uroks have remedies for rare steel, so I actually hope to get at least one before we head out. And here, and for the rest, and for the rest of the cave, the formations will change. And this will be our formations for the rest of the trip here. We want to, and even if we don't get the remedy steel that we want, the potions are still valuable. Are still valuable resources to acquire. So a win-win either way. Once you steal from all the Uroks, just run away. You can steal from the Fopers and the Hornets, but they just have potions, so it's not really worth the effort, the hassle trying to steal from them. I don't think the Hornets drop anything. And, good, we got 3 more Uroks. And by the way, I'm only doing this because we have just a little bit more time to do this. I want to keep this as close to under an hour as possible. Maybe a little bit over an hour, but I want to keep it within an hour. You know, video game curfews and all that. And no remedy, but at least we got a potion. And I think I sort of mess up. I lost track of how many times I attacked each enemy. And that will result in me killing the Urok back there before I got a chance to steal from him. And I probably should have held L and R, Bill and R buttons to get Terra and Edgar to run away, but it's too late now. Still no luck stealing from him. Come on, you son of a bitch. Just steal from him. And hey, I got the remedy. That's nice. Remedies are by far the most valuable item in the game up to this point, so it's nice to steal at least one. And that's added to our inventory. We now have 12 items out of 270. We just need one more enemy formation. Did we get it? Nope. That's a repeat, but who knows? But hey, at least we have another chance to steal from a Urok. Hopefully we'll get another remedy. Nope, but at least it was quick. Come on, leave Terra alone. By the way, Terra's still level 3. But I have to try one more time. Come on, can we get it? Come on. Just being careful, I don't want to overstep because we're outside the world map and I don't want to get into any unnecessary encounters. Come on. Yes, the final encounter that we need. The 2 Hornets. That's all missable encounters, all missable formations having been encountered. I want to do a group cure, and it's actually very effective. But I only have 10 MP left, so to make this encounter count. The only encounter we don't want is the Belmodar. The other ones are fine, but are not mean. The others are not mandatory, but they're fine. So I'm just gonna save buffer until we reach the forest. And once we do, I am going to save my game and call it a night. So with that, I hope you enjoyed part 1 of my perfect playthrough of Final Fantasy VI Advance. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and this is Mike Gordon, signing out.